Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, समावेत गौर भक्त ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रसुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So all of you are comfortable in English? मैं English में बोलूं, हिंदी में बोलूं? How many of you are comfortable in English? I can speak in English. Thank you. So very happy to be here for this Gachibowli Radheshyam festival. You see, we are living in a day and age when there is a great amount of increase in stress in the minds of the people. And when I travel in America, many people, they tell me that they are trying to take one day off in a week to do digital detox. They keep laptop, smartphone, everything in a bureau and they lock it up, so that at least one day you can be away from them. Otherwise, our eyes are always glued to the screen. So festivals like this helps you take your mind away from mind and your whole day away from self-absorption and screen absorption. And you can observe your mind in a festive occasion. So, such festivals are very much a part of the Vedic life. And why do we celebrate such a festival like this? We will get an idea today. You see, when you look at the nature, go out in the field in the morning, you will see the nature is so selfless. You will see the sun shines and gives you warmth. The sun also gives you rain shower from the clouds. The sun also is the cause of the production of grains and fruits and cereals and spices, everything on the earth. Similarly, the moonshine gives juices in all the vegetables and fruits. Similarly, the earth gives fragrance to the flowers, which we smell. This fragrance actually is the program given in the earth. In the same manner, you will see the wind is blowing and giving us the air to breathe. So everything is arranged for your comfortable living. There is a platform earth where you are sitting right now comfortably. There is warmth of the sun, wind for breathing, water for drinking, grains for eating. And all these things are arranged for you free of cost, without any charges. Imagine if you had to buy a Bisleri bottle, you will have to pay some 20 rupees. Is it not true? Or if you are drawing some electricity from the EB, you will have to pay electricity charges. Whereas when you draw the sunlight with solar panels, you get free electricity, isn't it? Which means God is so kind through the nature, He is providing you everything free of cost. That is His selfless attitude. His kindness, His compassion is seen when you look at the nature around. Therefore, there is a saying, God gives and forgives. We get and forget. There was a rich man who used to go to the top floor of his house and used to drop t-shirts, he used to drop gowns, he used to drop socks, winter socks, winter caps, everything from the top of his house. Everybody walking on the road, they picked up those things, wore it and went away. Nobody looked up. So he was telling his friend, I am giving so many things. Nobody even looks up to wave their hand. Look at this world. So his friend told him, take one small stone and throw it and see what happens. So he just took one small stone. He dropped it down and it landed on somebody's head. Immediately he looked up and shouted, hey, who is it throwing stone? Which goes to show people look up to God only when there is a problem. Otherwise, people just keep on taking everything from God and just enjoying life. Is it just? What do you think? It is the courtesy of any human being to say thank you if you take anything from anybody. For example, if I have to take pen from your pocket, I need your permission. Sir, can I take your pen? And then after taking it from you, I should give it back to you also. That you expect that. Is it not true? We are taking so many things from God without His permission and we don't give anything back to Him. What kind of gentleman is that? Think about it. So any sane human being, man or woman in this world can think like this. God is so kind. He is so compassionate. Not only He has given eatables for living, He has also given our mother and father to shower love upon us and protect us from childhood. It is God's love coming through the parents. Similarly, He has given us brain substance. We can go to school, college and study the subjects. So many different subjects we are studying. It is God who gave brain, even to Einstein. Einstein didn't create his own brain. Nor did we, any of us, create our own brain. He has given us the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, the whole body. He has given us 120 elements which you know in the Mendeleev's periodic table. All these elements are given by Him. Which means in this world practically all creations are sprung from one supreme God. And when you say nature, some people say everything comes from nature. Whenever you use the word nature, you should ask, whose nature? Is it not true? Like we say, her nature is to be soft, his nature is to be hard or whatever. When you talk about nature, you talk about somebody's nature. Similarly, when you look at the nature in this world, whose nature is that? You see, nature is mother or father, what do you say? Is nature mother or is nature father? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. How many of you say nature is mother? You agree, right? Why we call nature as mother? Because mother produces a baby. Similarly, the nature produces grains, fruits, cereals, everything. We call the nature as mother. And father is one who gives the seed. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti yaha tasam brahma mahatyonir aham veda prahapita. Arjun, in this world there are 8.4 million species of life. And for every one of those species, I am the seed-giving father, he says. Krishna gave the original mango seed. Then when you sow it in nature, then that gives rise to thousands of mangoes. And Krishna gave one pomegranate seed. You sow it in the ground. Then you get thousands of pomegranates. When you open them, it looks like pearls, shining pink color. It's how is it coming? Because God says, I am original seed-giving father. He is giving the seed, and Dharti, Bhumi is producing, many items. So she is the mother, and God is the father. How do we know father exists? You see, if you go to somebody's house, you find a lady sitting with a baby. You can definitely know there is a man. Without the man, she would not have got the seed to produce a baby. So all of us are children. Nature is the mother. There must be father. It's very obvious. So some students say, why do you bring in God? Why can't we just share all the natural resources and enjoy life ourselves? What is the need for bringing God in? So it is like saying, imagine some four sons are saying, just get rid of the father, we will divide his property and enjoy happily. Is it possible? How can there be universal brotherhood or sisterhood without universal fatherhood? Think about it. So universal fatherhood, without that, if we don't respect the Father, Supreme Father, we cannot be united amongst ourselves. Just not possible. So any good family is a family where the children, are grateful to parents, and the parents are protective of the children, and the woman is chaste to the husband. That's a very happy family. Chaste wife, protective father, grateful children. That's a happy family. Similarly, the Supreme Father and Mother are God and the nature, and we are children, and we are getting all very wonderful things from them. Now a question may arise in your mind, why is God giving all these nice things to us and then He keeps mum, He keeps quiet? What does He want from me? The answer is given in the Vedas. God has given knowledge. Maya mugda jivarna hi swata Krishna jnana atayeva kripa koila Krishna Veda Puran. The Supreme Lord became compassionate upon all of us and He sent the Vedas. Summary of all the Vedas is Bhagavad Gita. If somebody asks you, you are a Hindu, tell me one book, you can say Bhagavad Gita. Christians have Bible, Muslims have Quran. We have Gita Upanishad. Shankaracharya says, if you want to study one book amongst all the Vedic literature, if you just study Bhagavad Gita, you will understand the quintessence of all the Vedic wisdom. Now, why did He give this Gita? The Bhagavad Gita is a manual to know how to use your body, which is like a machine. Any machine you get, you should know how to handle it. Say, I get a scooter. What should I put in the scooter? Should I put water or diesel or petrol? How will I know? I need a manual. If you get a cooker, I need to know after how many whistles I should, remove the cooker. I think it's 2 or 3 whistles, right? If I don't know, after 4, 5, 6 whistles, the cooker is going to burst. I need a manual. Same manner, because we don't know how to live our lives, God has given the manual, the Bhagavad Gita. Study the manual and you get to understand why God created this world, why are we here. Just as you can ask any father, why are you sending your son or daughter to engineering college or a medical college? Why do you pay every month for food, clothing, shelter? Why do you give? The parents have some expectation from the children. That child will go to the college, study and complete the course and come back and join the business. Similarly, God has sent us all in this world to see that we become purified in our heart and then go back to Him. What does that mean? Are we not pure now? No. We were pure originally, just as rainwater is pure, but when it falls to the ground, it becomes muddy. Similarly, when we came to this world, we have become covered by the mind, where there are impurities to, fight with others, become angry or become lusty, become greedy. become envious, become proud. So these tendencies are the ones causing stress in our system, like a virus in a computer. When you remove the virus, the computer functions smoothly. Similarly, how do you remove the virus from your mind? So you become free from all stress. And the method is very simple. In the scriptures it is said, anyone who feels such great trouble with the mind should go to a guru and take the mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a japa beads in which we chant the mantra, and this kind of chanting is there in every religion. You will see that. Like once I happened to be in an airport, and my flight was delayed a couple of hours. So then I went to search for a place where I can do my japam very peacefully. So there was a board put up there, prayer room. I'm very happy. Oh, even in an airport you have a prayer room. So I went in to chant. There I found a Muslim, he was sitting, kneeling down and he was chanting on beads. So he was doing namaz. There was also a Christian who was sitting and chanting Hail Mary. He was also doing japa. So then I sat next to him, I chanted my Hare Krishna mantra also. So in all the religions you find, Buddhists also chant Namo Amida Butsu, even they chant also. Jains chant Navakar mantra. Every religion you name it, they have chanting, japam, like this japamala. What happens when you chant? When you repeatedly utter the name of God, your mind becomes calm, cool, collected. And the virus in your mind is removed. When virus is removed, you become mature, tolerant, patient, humble, cooperative, understanding, sensitive. All good qualities come in you. So, therefore, the scriptures teach us the knowledge on very, very fundamental things that we should do on a daily basis. First thing I will tell you is A, for association. Like today, you all are kindly taking out your time and coming and sitting and hearing a talk now, and you will be joining the Radheshyam festival now. So, association means going to an assembly where you get an opportunity to do some spiritual discussion and have a knowledge transmission by which you can experience heart transformation. That is called association. Association is three things: spiritual discussion, knowledge transmission, heart transformation. So cruel person should become a compassionate person. Selfish person should become a selfless person. Arrogant person should become a humble person. Angry person should become a peaceful person. So in this way, people who are filled with lusty thoughts, they should become filled with pure love. That is the meaning of association. Change of heart, transformation of heart. That's the goal of all religion, all spirituality. If such a change of heart doesn't come, simply rituals and religions have no meaning at all. Another purpose of religion is to awaken love for God. Like all of you love your mother and father very much, certainly. But your love can only be exchanged with them probably for 100 years. Beyond 100, you can't hold on to them. Like my mother and father, they passed away in 2017. My sisters were weeping. So at that time we realized that although they love us very much, we love them very much, we cannot live forever with them. Krishna says in the Gita, my dear Arjun, the Atma never dies. Atma cannot be cut with scissor. Atma cannot be burned by fire. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha nachainam kledayantyapo na shoshayati marutaha. You cannot cut the Atma with scissor. You cannot burn the Atma with fire. You cannot moisten the Atma with water. You cannot dry the Atma with air, he is telling. The Atma is the soul, which is you. And you are given two coverings, mind and the body. Mind is the software, body is the hardware. In the mind you store your desires, and in the body you execute desires. Just like I have a desire to play piano, that's stored in my mind. Then I go to the market, buy a piano and I play with my body, with my hands. So all of you here, I'm sure you all have your plans, ambitions, desires, aspirations in life. You store it in your mind. And then with the body, you act it out. So, amongst our desires, some are pure, some are impure. So to the degree we have impure desires, we do sinful activities. When we have pure desires, we do pious activities. And when you have saintly and godly desires, you do divine activities. And the divine activities will take you back to spiritual plane. We have come from spiritual plane to material plane. Now we have to go back to spiritual plane. Asatoma satgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. From the world of death, go to the world of immortality, he says. So when you go back to that plane, there God will never die, you will never die, and the love will never die. If God becomes your son, like Yashoda made Krishna the son, and that son will never die. If God becomes the lover, that lover will never die. Radharani and Gopis, they made Krishna the lover, and that lover will never die. If God becomes my friend for Arjuna, Krishna became the friend, and that friend will never die. He will always exist. So, if you are looking for everlasting, loving relationship, that is only possible in the spiritual plane. Material plane, one by one, everybody dies in this world. So, the scriptures teach us, go for association of saintly people, hear the sermons, that is A. B for Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. Study the spiritual literature and understand who you are, who God is, how to derive that pure love, how to remove the virus from the mind, how to become truly happy in life. Study the sacred text like Bhagavad Gita, manual of life. And C for chanting. I told you about chanting. Nama Japam. Very easy. Even if you don't have mala with you, you can do with your finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after you finish 10 mantras, you can fold one finger. Then do 10 more mantras and fold second finger. Like this, if you do 5 times 50, another 5 times you release the fingers. Then 8 more, you make it 108. Sit in a park, anywhere, take a long breath. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So by chanting like this, you gradually see the mind becoming calm and focused and purified, and you can experience real bliss. So this is C for chanting. And D for devotional diet. Any food you eat, I told you at the beginning of the talk today, God gives you the rains, He gives the grains, He gives the fruits. Keep it in front of Him, bow down to Him, thank Him. Say, thank you, my Lord, nobody can give me these things. Scientists can give you only electronic chips, they can't give you potato chips. God gives you all eatables. Scientists cannot give you one grain, they cannot make. One drop of blood they cannot create. Do you know that? Otherwise, why do they come to you for blood donation camp? They cannot make blood. They have tried it already. They cannot make grains. It's all gifted by gift of God. So, the one page a day. Yeah. And C for chanting. Just one round of chanting, which will take you 8 to 10 minutes. How many of you think one round you can chant? 108 times. And devotional diet, whatever you eat, keep in front of God, bow down and say thank you to God and take it. How many of you think you can do that? Welcome, sir. Welcome. So, in this way, these 4 things you learn to do in your life has become divine. You can make your mundane life into a divine life. Ordinary life becomes a sacred life. If you get a rose in the garden, you go to Krishna and offer the rose and bow down to Him. That rose, you have made it divine. Your life has become divine by that offering. So in this way, today we are celebrating Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Rathayatra. Jagannath and Baladev are Krishna and Balaram. And Subhadra is their sister, sitting in between the 2 brothers. So what is the significance of this chariot festival? In Vrindavan, Krishna and Balaram, they performed many, many pastimes. See, Krishna looks like a small boy, small kid of Yashoda. But when he opened the mouth, he showed the entire universe within his belly. Correct, no? There are activities which Krishna did which are human-like and there are superhuman. So I will name the activity now. What you all have to say is human or superhuman. Okay? Going to forest with the cows and calves. What do you say about that? Human or superhuman? Human. Even you and I can do that. Isn't it? Lifting the Govardhan hill. Superhuman. Is it not true? Yeah. Stealing butter from the homes of the gopis. That's human, isn't it? And swallowing the forest fire. Superhuman. Sometimes if a tea cup is very hot, we put to the lips, we can't take that heat also. What to speak of swallowing the forest fire? That's superhuman. Opening the mouth, is it human or superhuman? Opening mouth is human, but showing the entire universe in the belly, what is that? That is superhuman. So Krishna did both human and superhuman activities. Because he's God, having like a human child, in the lap of Yashoda. So Krishna and Balaram did many leelas out of pure love for their devotees in Vrindavan. Later on, he went to Dwaraka. That Dwaraka is like the parliament, Vrindavan is like the home. Or Dwaraka is like the office, Vrindavan is like the home. So, where is more intimacy, in the office or at home? The home. So Krishna is thinking, oh, I am in Dwaraka now, all my devotees in Vrindavan are remembering me, and they are calling me back to home, but I have a lot of important work in the office to do. And that is why Krishna and Balaram, you will see on the chariot, their face will be very big, dilated, because office work is calling him to Dwaraka, and the home, love from the home is calling him to Vrindavan. He is torn between the two. Like one gentleman was telling me, when he got married, and then he got a baby, newborn baby, just a 6 months old child. So he wanted to be with his wife and child at home. But then office is calling him, boss is calling him to go to office. So he doesn't feel like going to office, but he has to go. But after going to office, he was calling his wife and asking, what is son doing? Is he sleeping or is he awake? So because his heart is at home. Like that, Krishna in Dwaraka is feeling his heart in Vrindavan. So all the Vijayavasis put him on a chariot like this, and they were pulling him back to Vrindavan. Please come back. Enough of your office work. Now you come back. Imagine if a child is calling the father back from the office and pulling. Father cannot escape. He has to come back. So that is why Krishna's eyes and Balaram's eyes are very dilated, indicating that he's feeling great ecstasy and amazement and astonishment by thinking about his loving devotees in Vrindavan. See, you can approach God as a duty, you can approach God with love. Like you pay government some tax out of duty. You go to the security check in the airport out of duty. But when it comes to your mother and father, you do it with love. When your parents come to the airport, you go to pick up the luggage lovingly. You don't take coolie charges from them because you do it out of love. Similarly, today we are going to pull the rath out of love for our supreme beloved Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra. So, this festival, Chariot Festival, signifies many things with which I'll conclude. Say one or two words and I'll conclude. Generally the deities in the Sanctum Sanctorum, they don't come out of the temple. Only Utsavar comes. Moolavar will never come. The Moolavar is the big deity, Utsavar is a small murti. Utsavar, we take them around. But in Jagannath's case, the Moola deity, the big deity in the temple, they themselves come out. Why he comes out? To go and see the people on the road and in the shops and in the houses, those who are lazy to go to temple. God says, I will come and see you all. If you don't come, I will come. If a patient is sick, he goes to doctor. If patient is too sick, the doctor comes to patient. The Lord says, in Kali Yuga, people don't want to come and see me. I will come to the street and I'll come and give darshan to everybody. And also a lot of prasadam will be distributed to all the onlookers and visitors. And when you touch the ropes of the chariot and you pull it, the scriptures say that anyone who pulls the rope, at the time of leaving the body, many scenes from your life will come in your eyes. But one scene will get stuck, which is the scene of Jagannath's beautiful face. Krishna's beautiful face will come in your eyes and that still will remain. Seeing the Lord's beautiful face, you will leave the body and you will go from Bhuloka to Goloka. That is said in the scriptures. So, that blessing is that today you can pull the chariot, take part in catching the rope and pulling the chariot. So, bhaktas also benefit, newcomers also benefit. And the Lord Jagannath, his eyes are very big, so he doesn't miss anyone. If your eyes are too small, you may miss somebody, but his eyes are so big, he spreads his glance everywhere, and his glance is Amritamaya glance. It is spreading nectar. Just like a mother's glance upon their child is always safe and protective for the child. Similarly, Lord's glance is always benediction awarding glance, and it is also a purifying glance. So thanks to the Lord for his kindness to ride upon the chariot and be pulled by us with the ropes today. And that is the significance of the festival. We'll be singing the Hare Krishna mantra. You all can sing behind, take part in the chariot festival and take prasad. And today many prominent leaders of the society have come also, take part in the festival. I will request Samat Krishna Prabhu to come and introduce them.